Hello everybody and welcome to another mystery box function challenge. In this purple box there is some mystery math and your challenge is to figure out what that is. You can use the link in the description to get to this page and put in as many numbers as you like and see how they're changed. When you think you've got an idea about what's inside the mystery box, come on back and see if we get the same thing. All right, let's begin. I'm going to put in a 0. Okay, so 0 gives us -1. Let's put in a 1. Okay, seeing some decimals there. Let's put in a 2. So I'm seeing the shape of that curve and I'm thinking maybe an upside down square root function or maybe a parabola or maybe trig based on these decimals. Let's see what happens as we go out further here. Okay, now the curve seems to be changing a little bit. I'm starting to think trig. Aha. Yeah, so this is really, it goes up and then starts going down. So I'm thinking trig. It looks like your typical sine wave, cosine wave, something like that. Let's put in some numbers close to pi values. Well, we put in a 3 and it was almost at a 1. So if I put in 3.1415, we'll probably be even closer to 1. That's our approximation for pi. Yes, and we get 0.9999. So basically, pi gives us 1. And then if I put in, well, let's put in a pi over 2, which is about 1.5. And there we're at this 0.07. So that's almost 0. Yeah. Okay. So let's start thinking about what function this could be. And actually, let's do something on the negative to make sure we're not getting anything weird going on. Let's put a -1. Let's do a -1.5. So that's close to, close to negative pi over 2. We're close to 0 again. All right, so it looks like we're not getting anything strange going on here. So let's think about our trig functions. See, it looks like sine or cosine to me, but at 0, so an angle of 0, we're going to be at the point here on this unit circle of 1, 0, and our x should be our cosine, and our y should be our sine, but we're at -1. Which is not either of these. By the time you get up to pi over 2, you're at the point 0, 1. So at pi over 2, the cosine should be 0. And here we are at pi over 2, we are at 0. So it looks like it's the cosine there. Let's try this one. So at pi, so this is pi over 2 up here. At pi, we're at the point -1, 0. So, and we are at the point +1. So it seems to be cosine right there, but the opposite of what you'd expect for cosine here, and the opposite of what you'd expect for cosine there. And I think we could get that by just saying this is the negative of the cosine of x, right? Because then when the cosine is 1, it becomes a -1. And when the cosine is a -1, it becomes a +1, which is what's happening on this chart. But at 0, it doesn't have any effect because a -0 is still a 0. So I think that's what we've got here. I'm pretty confident. Let's take a look. Yeah, so this is f of x equals the negative cosine of x, and we can graph that as well. And there it is. Now, you may have come up with a different answer for this, and it's possible you could still be right. So let me know if that's the case, because this could be something else other than the negative cosine of x. Do you have an idea what it could be? Let me know. Thanks, everybody.